Well, hey guys, Thomas Leroy here. It seems as though there may be a theme developing. It's really the same thing again and again and again, I do believe. But um, I feel a little bit different. And hold on a second. Uh, I know there has been some changes. I'm not exactly sure how exactly what has occurred, but it does seem to be improvements. I will say, I've been hearing a bunch of these predictions just the last couple of days. Well, last couple of weeks about improved security, protection, blah blah blah. And I will tell you that what I've been experiencing is a lot of the same kind of junk behavior from some of these nearby, I guess. And so we've been assaulted several times yesterday with that dart, that touch of hot, junky, that hot stuff. Like we needed to not get too cool or something. Maybe that they wanted to make sure we didn't get too cool. And in various places we've been touched with that. So and that's basically I do term and term that as an assault. And then plus also it felt like we got injected with something yesterday, once or twice maybe. The difference in these things is that they are not as noticeable as once they were, but still they are quite noticeable, and I find it offensive. I'm sure I don't need additional heat, and or if I did, I'd be able to say, "Hey, I'm too cold," and then I would instantly receive the warmth that I needed. Um, so past that, I'm feeling somewhat encouraged. I do believe it feels like we're going to eventually make it to that point where uh, those efforts will be completely useless, and of course they're not going. If they're trying to hold us down or anything like that, that's just going to come back on them. If it's any kind of malicious type of motivation behind it, it'll just come right back on them, and it'll be a lot worse. So it's going to work out just fine for us. Because remember, all our competitors and enemies, which are the same thing, are all doomed to lose. Just completely, totally doomed to lose. Cursed by all the heavens above to fail while I succeed, and to lose while I win, to grow smaller while I grow taller, to suffer defeat while I, of course, am made victorious. And that's the theme. That's the song. That's the story. That's the way it's going to go. And I'm real happy about it. It's feeling better, so we're happier with it. And we're liking some of these predictions. I haven't caught up with all my prophetic word people from yesterday. Remember, I couldn't get to a couple of them where there was like, nah, you just can't get to them. You try to play it, but nah, it's not playing. It's not playing. So we had to switch over to the old comedy of yesteryear, and never did get back around to it. But I'm going to catch up with the Disney princess today, and see what lake she might be on, and then of course there's the Scottish girl or Irish or whatever she is, talking with that. She speaks from the heart, I think it is. It's a very. And you don't need to clean that accent up. It's quite charming, especially whenever you are speaking of the heart and that kind of thing. But I see it does seem as though I have connected with more people, and I don't mean to connect with them. And I think they're like trying to get on the team or something. And I see them out doing, and I think I'm seeing versions of them out becoming famous for bad things, not good things. And I don't, and if it was true that they were becoming famous for that, I'd be fearful of what kind of damage it would do to them and their psyche. Some of the things that some of these people seem to be putting themselves through. Um, which I'll just shake my head and I'm like, is that even humanly possible? But anyway, I'm hoping that, it works out okay for them and they don't ruin themselves. But I understand that wealth is on its way. Of course, we've heard that lots of times, haven't we? And money is coming of all various sorts, not just one kind of currency, but several different, or at least a couple different kinds of currencies, like, the tangible kind, for example, that you can spend with, laying down dollar bills and saying, that kind of thing. Um, and yeah, I'm seeing where, a lot of success is predicted. Fame keeps on coming back, and it's like, oh, and all your dreams of fortune and fame will come true. And I never had any dreams of fame. And the fortune, well, it's like, gosh, it's getting awful late in life for that kind of thing. But hey, did you guys see David Bowie there the other night, or the other day, whenever they were doing the opening of the Notre Dame? Did you see? I could have swore I did. Now, he had a different name and stuff, well known individual, but I looked at that and I was like, oh, there's Dave. Oh, hey, Dave, how's it going? Um, I was listening to this one girl that I tune into every once in a while. I'm not listening to her all the time because she still does, stuff that is, but I found some of her confessions and such, and introspection interesting, and maybe providing me with some type of insight as well and understanding, if it's not a pure manipulation. But in any case, she was talking about how um, I'm not exactly sure what the phrase, why it was used, but she was going on about, what we'd be maturing into, basically, I guess. And and she attributed it to our inability to give up. And you try to give up. In the early stages, you're like, I surrendered to whatever the hell it is. Let's have a conversation at least. You got a white flag of truce. Truce. Let's have a conversation. Well, and you know what? If you can't give up, and you're not allowed to give up, and you don't give up, and you can't 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 give up, and you know what? You just can't give up. After a while, he's like, well, okay, if no one's going to be anything other than what they're doing, and they're going to act like that, then there's nothing. All you have to do. I mean, all you can do is really just keep going. And since you the ones that you're in contact with is not you at all, and they're not a reflection of you in any way, you don't have any choice but to keep searching for that which is you, that which is the day. You know, light, the good stuff. Yay! It's the day. Yay! Okay, well, guys, I've been getting lots of suggestions, it seems like, and things that come across as more meaningful. And it all does seem like as part of the plan of getting me into that mindset, which, it, strangely enough, it's actually happening. Uh, and I know I'm being reconditioned to doing because I believe again. I mean, I never had a problem in the past of doing or trying or, you know, keep on hammering away at that, whatever, because I always knew that, well, if I just kept working at it, I'd get to it, right? It's only when you get to a place where invisible walls are constructed and you just, no matter what you do, you're not doing anything, that you finally you stop wriggling like the mouse, that's been caught, or been put in the can of, you stop trying to swim after a while, I think is what happens. But then, I'm the kind that just start doing the backstroke. Just float for a while. Let's float for a while. Float on, float on. But it is true, this whole thing, like I was talking about yesterday, um, the darkness is what it is, man. I mean, it's like there, and it's all our job to combat it constantly. with being nice and politeness and manners and trying to be as sunny as possible. And that's for each and every one around us. And yeah, we can legislate out a lot of technologies and reform society in such a way that it's conducive to humans rather than, copper tops being made, right? Uh, I mean, we don't want everybody to be named THX 1138, right? Or 1139 and 1140 and 1141. I prefer a different kind of world, one with more light, more love, where compassion and empathy and sympathy is common, uh, where also joy and singing is common as well, because there's a lot more light and it keeps propagating itself and magnifying itself and looking at the darkness people and going, you're a freak and we're not going to accept you making everything into a freak show. Get back down. Get thee down, Satan. Get thee down. Damn it. And that's what I say. Get thee down, Satan. Get thee down. And out of my way. Stop causing me troubles. Be still. Well, God love you and God keep you. And we're going to continue on trying to be better. I know our mindset is improving daily. And I think that we're continuing to improve too because, well, I know we are. So, again, thanks so very much. And by Christmas, they said, what? What by Christmas? Well, it could be anything, couldn't it? Just could be almost anything. And I'm not going to hold my breath like I have in years gone by, you know? I mean, like last Christmas, there was opportunities and disappointments. Oh my goodness, good. Oh, whew, enough to cure me of it forever. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you.